Welcome back to my channel, guys. This is your girl Naja. I know it has been a while, but I have been super busy. If you have been following me over on Instagram, then you know that I am back in school, and that has taken up a lot of my time for this school year from August up until now. But guys, I'm happy to say that I'm almost done. Well, kind of sort of almost done. I'll be done in the fall. I thought I was going to be able to finish up this May 2026. However, you know, things happen, things occur, little minor setbacks for the come up. So, hey, thank you guys so much for rocking with me. Thank you guys so much that have been watching my old videos, referring people still to my channel, and just overall still supporting me in some kind of way, whether it has been here on YouTube or on Instagram. All right, today I wanted to make this video because I've been doing a little bit of reflection regarding my home. And if you do not know, we paid off our home in August of 2023. We are coming up on 3 years of mortgage-free life. And there have been quite a few developments and things that I have learned along the way. Absolutely positive regarding mortgage payoff. And then also some things I would not say that are negative, but I wish I would have known about before I paid off my mortgage, so that I could have been a little bit more prepared and been in a different mindset. So today's video, I'm going to share with you things that I would have done different before paying off my mortgage. These are in no particular order, and this is not an all-inclusive list. The first thing that I would do differently is for my home maintenance repair fund, home improvement fund. I would have that in place before I ended up paying off my home. And I'm going to tell you why. I would have this fund in place because if anything can go wrong, it's going to go wrong immediately after you pay off your home. I would say at least have something in place, maybe 10K. And that's really I feel like that's being generous. Trust me, I know that that is a large amount. So start small. I would start off with maybe 2K for repairs for your home maintenance, because in reality, from what I've seen, it is almost costing up to 10K depending on what the repair is or the home improvement. If you have an HVAC system that needs to be fully replaced, like how ours was when ours went out and it was basically smoking on the side of our house, we had to pay 27K. Now, we ended up getting our HVAC system not the way that I would suggest you do it. My husband ended up taking out money from his 401k in order to cover the whole thing. We do have a warranty on our HVAC system, so anytime that anything goes wrong or we hear something or it's not working, the thermostat for it, or something is happening, we contact them, they come out, they fix it, no problem. I do understand that it's very, very costly. That's one thing that I would do differently. I would have a home maintenance repair fund in place with at least 10K, and then I would still continue to build on to it. Because, you know, you have to look at it with the labor, the cost, the warranty, if you choose to get that. All of that is costing money these days. And on that note, as far as home maintenance, repair, and improvement, I would like to thank AIKSVER for sponsoring today's video. If you all do not remember, I collaborated with them before for their ceiling/light fans, and they have been working out wonderful in my household. So I decided to collaborate with them again for this LED barn light, outdoor street and area lighting. It has dusk to dawn photo cell, 150-degree adjustable, and easy installation. Everything that you need was in that box. It also comes with a warranty, so if you scan the QR code, you'll be able to go ahead and get your 10 years extended warranty. It has the manual right here. I love the fact that it's not a bulky manual. It tells you everything that you need for your light installation. So now let's go ahead and look and see how I installed this in the back of my house. Thing that I would definitely do different before paying off my mortgage would be to shop around for homeowners insurance. I have been brand loyal to a particular insurance company. I don't want to say the name of them. But if you are prior military, you probably know who I'm talking about. I have been with them for a very long time, since 2003 overall. But when I bought my house in 2008, that is when I also had home insurance with them. Or that's when I got home insurance with them. And the home insurance has continued to skyrocket up. So that's one thing that I can still look at right now to see where I can get the best savings. I do have a lot of things bundled with this particular insurance company, but I would definitely shop around for homeowners insurance. And with the rising cost of the insurance, it's eating up a large portion of the income. So it's best to go ahead and shop around for that. If you guys know of any insurance companies that are bundling packages such as homeowners insurance as well as car insurance and property insurance such as jewelry, please let me know. Drop it in the comment section. The third thing I would have done differently before paying off my mortgage is to involve my children more in the process of paying off our home. I'm realizing now that my oldest, he knows what we've done, but I don't think he understands the magnitude of it, and that one day this home will be him and his brothers. However, when we were paying off the mortgage and also when we were doing whole consumer debt journey, I did talk with my son about it, my oldest one, which is, he's 17 now. However, I didn't involve him in the process to like, hey, let's sit down, let's look at what debt is specifically, and let's see how much that mom and dad can put towards this debt. Same thing with the mortgage. He knew that we were paying it off, but I wanted him to be more involved in it. Now, I do have an 8-year-old where I can definitely talk with him a little bit more, but I don't know that it's going to be the same effect because we're not in the middle of actually paying off the mortgage anymore. However, I wish that I would have talked with them a little bit more about the process of how, why, what, when, so that they knew that we were paying off the mortgage, but also the backstory behind it. I have shared previously why it was so important for me to pay off my mortgage and a confessions of why I paid off my mortgage. That and why it was so important to me because it did have a lot to do with the background and how I grew up. So I do want to make sure that I'm still sharing some parts of those with my children so that they can understand that this home is theirs. As long as they're paying the property tax for it, and I know that it can be controversial for some people because they're like, hey, well, you still don't own it. And so I want them to really think about, well, how moving forward are they going to treat this home? Keep up the maintenance because all of those things cost money, as well as property tax, just little things here and there that are costly to us now. But I wish I would have taken a more active role in that as we were paying off the home. The fourth thing that I wish I would have done differently before paying off my mortgage was live a little bit more. It was so much hyper focus on consumer debt. And then I took a year off to build up the emergency fund to 6 months at that time. And then I went into mortgage payoff in February of 2020 through August 2023. It was pretty much straight hustle every single month. No trips, no extras, no splurging. It was none of the things that I'm able to do now and afford to be able to do now. It was pretty much just hyper focus, straight go time. Every extra red cent needs to go towards the mortgage payoff. And I missed out on that time because with consumer debt, it took me about 4 years or so to pay that off. Then there was a year of saving, and then there was about 3 years of mortgage payoff, a little over 3 years. So if you add that up, that's quite a long length of time. It says it takes someone about an average about 10 years in order to get out of consumer debt or debt in general. And so we were there about 8 years or so. So I really wish that I would have lived more because, guys, you cannot get back those memories. You cannot get back the things that from years past, especially if you are just grinding all the time. And there's nothing wrong with grinding. There's nothing wrong with having a goal and making sure that you meet those goals. But I wish I would have lived a little bit more in the moment. However, I am trying my best now to play catch up right now and do a lot of the things that I was not able to do. But definitely it was all grind season at that time. And so I would say make sure you are prioritizing, especially if you are attempting to pay off your mortgage or you're thinking about it. just to maybe set aside a little bit of time and a little bit of money in order to still do those things that you like to do, that keeps you motivated, as like little rewards for yourself. So those are the things that I would do differently before mortgage payoff. Let me know if you have paid off your mortgage in the comment section, and if there's anything that you would do differently regarding that. And once again, I would like to thank AIKSVER for sponsoring this video and providing us with the LED light outside. It's absolutely beautiful. It gives great coverage, motion sensor, and I'm really grateful that they were able to partner with me again to help improve my home and help with some of those improvements that are costly. If you happen to enjoy this video or any other videos that I have on my channel, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Hit the all notification bell. You leave me a comment below. The algorithm loves it, and so do I. So that way we can connect on this platform. Also, if you would like to follow me on Instagram, I am Budgeting the Bacon on Instagram. Until the next video, guys. Bye.